So, hi everyone, this is Donna McDonald and Love Carpenter is here and Becky Ishii will be joining us in just a minute. So we want to get started on a timely manner, but we would love for you to, Becky said she's not seeing the link, love. Could you forward that to her?
I'll go post it, yeah.
Thank you. So we would love to get started by having our directors promoted June 1st. To introduce yourself and tell us just a little bit about yourself, because we're so excited to be celebrating here with you. So raise your hand if you're a new director so that I can call on you and we can get started. Okay, Melissa, let's get started with you, Melissa. Melissa, we can't hear you. Melissa just froze. Okay. Melissa, maybe you can come back to us. Who else is, raise your hand if you're also new director. Okay, Carly, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah. So my name is Carly Kirkwood and I'm from Newport, Washington. And
Great. And
I'm
you're
part of Jennifer Dunn's team.
Awesome. And your executive director is?
That would be Jennifer Dunn, right? Then Love.
And Love. There you go.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Brand new.
Brand new. Well, it's exciting.
Still learning.
So, Carly, are you a fast track director in your first 90 days?
Yeah, it's my first 60 days.
Yay for you. Congratulations. Very exciting,
Thank you.
Carly. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. And who else is a brand new June 1st promote? Okay. Tammy Johnston. Was that you waving, Tammy? Nope. Okay. I didn't think so.
Melissa is.
Okay.
Karen is. Brittany Beasley is.
Okay. So, Brittany, tell us about yourself and what are you excited about?
I'm from Georgia, and I'm excited about all of the. I get to get all of my husband and my children's medical bills paid off.
Oh, that's
so I'm looking forward to being debt free.
good. That is a wonderful blessing. And where are you in Georgia, Brittany?
I'm in South Georgia in Camilla, which is about an hour and a half north of Florida.
Okay, good deal. Welcome, welcome.
Brittany, tell them who your executive director is, because it's not me.
It's Jennifer Henderson.
That's right.
Yeah.
And Brittany, aren't you just in your 30? When did you sign up?
I signed up on April 30th. I was 31 days when I promoted.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank
That's
you.
awesome. And Brittany, how many team members do you have right now?
7.
7. Awesome. Good job. Exciting. Okay. And who else? Who else did you say, love?
Andrea and Melissa.
Okay. So Andrea, tell us about yourself and what you're excited about.
Well, my name's Andrea, and I live in Harmony, North Carolina, little country town. I will have a hard time with this. I'm excited to become director.
Andrea, we are so excited for you and so proud of you girls.
I have been through a lot, but everybody's been wonderful. So I guess excited about also doing this for my boys. So sorry, I'm a little.
It's okay, Andrea. Good for you for sticking in there. You're amazing, girl.
That's right. And being emotional is okay. So we're very excited that you're here and the blessings that you have that you're able to help, with your family. So tears of joy. That's good. That's good. All right. So Melissa, you're back with us. Yay. I don't know what happens. It must be her internet.
Karen?
Do Karen.
Hey, I'm Karen Swan, and I just promoted to advanced director, and I'm really excited about it.
Awesome.
So I finally got the official today. It happened on Friday, but we finally got the official today. So.
Okay, congratulations. Well, welcome to all of our new directors. Welcome to was there anyone we missed?
Karen Eisenberg, welcome back, girl.
So Karen, tell us what you're excited about. Oh, I think she's on the next screen.
I'm Karen Eisenberg, and I'm excited. I re-promoted to director, and I'm real excited about building my team.
Good job. Good job, Karen. Congratulations. I'm really thrilled.
Did Alex go? I see Alex on. Did you talk, Alex?
Not yet. Sorry, I just got on a little late.
Mary Claire? Okay. Go ahead.
I'm Alex. I just promoted Friday, I believe. And I have 5 people underneath me and recruited by Debbie Kimball.
Awesome. Good, good. And Mary Claire. Okay. Where's Mary Claire?
Right here.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. I promoted within the first 6 weeks, and I have 5 people under me.
Awesome. Good.
And I'm excited about trying to go even further. I would love to make this a full-time job and not have to work outside the home.
Okay.
That's my goal, but I think I'll be going crazy if I reach that.
Well, no, Mary Claire, because you're going to be so busy with your business that you are just not going to even, you're going to be so excited that you'll be fine. You'll be super. So good.
My regular job, I work about 60 hours a week. So it's going to be tough to pull this off.
Okay. All right. Well, we're rooting for you, and you're in the right place if you're looking to team build, because you've all promoted to director. But we really, Becky and Love and I, we want to make sure that your directorship just continues to grow, to have your advanced directorship right around the corner, just like Karen. So we're going to be focusing the next 4 weeks on having that 5K team being a 10K team. So that's what we're going to talk about, is talking about doubling, your business. So tonight we're going to talk about resetting our goals, and Becky's going to talk about that. We're going to talk about RSVP model, as well as maximizing current promotions. So Becky, let's move over to you and have you talk about resetting goals and a little bit about your background. Share with them how you did this.
Sure, no problem. Before I start, I just want to ask Michelle, did you introduce yourself as a new director? I see you on here. There was some confusion on which link to use in the group. So Michelle, can you unmute?
Yes. Hello.
Okay. Tell them a little bit about you, where you're from.
I am from Highland, Illinois. I'm a mother of 2, and I work full-time as a medical assistant. And I just promoted to director.
On Friday. Yep. And
yes.
You fast-tracked. Yes. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, so what I'd like to talk with you is a little bit about my experience. So I've been I'm a national exec also. I've been with the company, it'll be 28 years this year, and I still remember when I promoted to director. And a little bit about my story is that I knew of my 5 that 2 were not going to be staying around. One was actually going to Jerusalem the next month for 3 months or something like that, and another. So I knew right away that I needed to reset my goals if I wanted to grow this business. And that's what I'd like to encourage all of you to do. My first goals were always about increasing in increments of 5. Because it took 5 to get to that level, my very first goal, as yours, was 5 team members and 5,000. And my very next goal was 10 team members and selling a total of 10,000. That's how we came up with the 10K team. My next goal after that was 15 team members and 15,000. and then 20 team members and 20,000. And to keep going and keep going. And that was how I kept reestablishing my goals. So I really want to encourage you you celebrated over the weekend or whenever, but now to get back to what is it that you want this to provide for your family. And I'm going to mute one line here. What this can provide for your family. And yeah, if you're on a cell phone, if you can mute your line, that would be great. And how you're going to get there, okay? The first thing is that's so important is to maintain your strong personal business. So we're going to talk about the RSVP model is what it's called. And if you took a piece of paper and divided it into 4 sections, or if you just take and draw an open box, a crisscross on your paper like this, and in the 4 quadrants, you'll have an RSVP. And I want to talk about each of those sections with you for just a minute. So the R is your personal recruiting. The S stands for your personal sales. The V stands for your very new people, which all of you have. And the P are your performers. Now, at your state of your business, your very new people are probably your performers because it's all one group right now. Eventually, you'll be bringing in recruits and very new people, and you'll have other people working towards Excellence Award or something like that. And so that's the distinguishing factor between those two below, is that sometimes they'll be the same group of people and sometimes they won't. But the top half, the R and the S, which is your personal business, is what really needs to stay consistent. And if you'll trust us on this, your business will grow and flourish, and exponential growth will happen also. So what does that mean? It means if you're a virtual consultant, which I think most of you are, that you're having no less than 4 parties a week or trying to do that, maintain that. Or if you say, well, I only do 3 because I'm a rock star when I do 3, well, then that's okay. As long as you're a rock star, that's okay. But we don't want you doing 1 party a week and then falling below the requirements that you need to have. So the first thing is that whatever it takes between now and what day you start your virtual parties, that you actually fill this next week from whenever you start yours. Because that gives you your personal recruiting. You see, your personal sales, your shows is what's going to continue to feed your personal recruiting, your hosts and your guests from your parties. And so that's why it's so important to make sure that you take care of that. It's kind of like when you're on the airplane and the flight attendants will say, in the case of an emergency, masks will appear. Place the mask on. If you're traveling with small children, place the mask on yourself first and then help those around you. It's the same kind of thing. Place that oxygen mask on yourself first, get your party set up, feel secure about that. Now you can help your team members get their parties. And if you're very new, you're pulling them right alongside of you. Hey, let's do this. How many do you have? I've got to get this. Or what are you going for? 3 or 4? Okay, let's do it together. That's fine. But you want to make sure that you're really taking care of that RNS first. Okay. Before we go on to anything else, do you have questions on those or that area? Because I know one of where I posted today to ask you what you wanted to learn, one of the questions was how to do this without freaking out and working another business. That's how. That is the first step, how. Okay, I promise if you take care of yourself to have a consistent business every week, that's going to happen for you. Okay? Okay, any questions about that I can answer for you? Okay, well, then that's the easy part. So then what we want to, I guess I'll turn it back over to you first to use the June resources that we have, Donna, and then we'll come back together because I don't want to jump the gun. So the June resources that we have are going to help you reset those goals and get those going for this month. So I'll put it back over to you.
Thanks, Becky. Okay, so Becky has laid the groundwork. You know, this is all about your personal business. 80% of your team sales need to come from you. because what's going to happen, your personal business should always be the first thing that you're focusing on, because personal sales is going to drive bookings and it's going to drive those recruiting numbers, because the more sales that you have means the more parties that you have means the more people that you're in front of. And you've heard this before. This is all a numbers game. So you will have to make sure that you have that solid personal team, that solid personal sales foundation in order to turn this team into a 10K team. Now, Pampered Chef does an awesome job of giving us the promotions that we don't even, it doesn't even come out of our pocket. These are promotions that they give us to help us drive our business. So let's talk about what promotions we have for June, okay? The first promotion is we're in Sell-a-thon. So yourself and your team members have that opportunity to earn new products. Now, if they're at the 750 level, they're going to receive $60 in products. If they're at the 1500, they're going to get $175 in products. If they're at 3000, they're going to get $370 in product. So that's an additional motivator besides income for your consultants to sell. So now they're going to have to be at national conference in order to know what those fall products are. But we know that products are the foundation of Pampered Chef. So they do a really great job of always giving us the products that our customers love. So that's the first thing that you want to be focused on, as well as put in front of your team members. The next is June is double host, okay? So whether you are a brand new consultant or you are a consultant who has been with the business for a while, you know that double points are always a motivating factor for people to book parties. You know, you have all experienced this, is when you tell people you're with Pampered Chef, they say, I love Pampered Chef. And that's because this company comes up with such great products that last. Think about it. How many people say to you, oh my gosh, I've had my food chopper forever. You know, they're products that last, and they're products that we have a brand recognition that we can all be proud of. So we need to talk about why June is the best month to host a show. Okay. Now, besides getting the double host, they also get the 60% off of summer essentials. So there's a double, bonus for our hosts. So let me ask you, does anybody have any ideas before I give you ideas to get those shows on your calendar? Does anyone have any ideas that they'd like to share with the group of things that you've done to add bookings to your calendar? Just raise your hand and then we can call on you. Now, I know you have shows on your calendar, so you have to share at least, somebody needs to have to share. Okay, Carly, you're smiling. So smiling's always a good thing.
Darn it.
So Carly, share one thing that you did to add some shows to your calendar.
Well, I just let people know about the double host and that I want to see them get in on that. Yeah, sure, I'll wait for July, but I'd hate for you to miss this. And that usually works.
Okay. Right. And so did you hear what is selling is Carly's enthusiasm. That's the number one thing. If you're excited, and it's okay if you're reading it off of a piece of paper, it doesn't matter how polished you have to be. It matters how excited you are. So you're all excited because you're brand new directors. So, that's your first, your first platform, that you can sell from. Okay. All right. So summer essentials, double host, Disney products. Okay. Everyone loves Disney. I want you to write down, write 3 names of people that are like Disney freaks. I mean, they're the people, they have the season pass, they are just, they're wearing the Disney t-shirts. So if you have not reached out to those 3 people yet about the Disney products and encourage them to host, there's your starting point. Okay, so the Disney products. Now also remember, every time you sell Disney products, you get entered into a chance to win the Toy Story theater tickets. okay? And also the top 50 sellers of the Disney products get entered into a drawing for 5,000 additional travel points. Who's going to Disney? Everybody should be raising their hands high. We're going to Disney. So use the Disney products as a motivator, okay? All right, now, next is let's talk about using the recruiting promotion, okay? I love this recruiting promotion because it right away recognizes and rewards our consultants when they sell that first $500 in sales. So that's getting them, you know, excited right from the beginning, okay? So that is one thing, and then they can earn up to 250 PC dollars by qualifying in their first 30 days. And we all love products, okay? How many of you can say you joined? Yes, income is fabulous, but how many of you were attracted to Pampered Chef because of product? Angela didn't even wait for me to finish my sentence, and she was waving. So again, it is awesome that we have great products, okay? All right, so we talked about the recruiting promotion for our new consultants. We talked about the sales promotion, and we also talked about using Disney to drive those business motivators to get us to that 10K team. So I'm going to share a few things that you can do that if you haven't added enough bookings to your calendar, what you can do. And we're pretty much going to speak in virtual terms here. So some of the things that you can do is if you have a VIP group, I encourage you to do an engagement post about the Disney. So what you can do is take one of the Disney videos and post it in your VIP group. If you, no, let me back up because some of you are brand new. If you don't know what a VIP group is, or you don't have a VIP group, those would be your preferred customers that you put into a special Facebook group to kind of share tips, share recipes. It's not just about selling, it's about you're just keeping those customers close to you, okay? Now, you can put it in a VIP group or you can put it on your Facebook wall. But you would go to YouTube and capture, I captured the oatmeal banana pancakes YouTube. I posted it in my VIP group and I put in the caption, share one of your favorite memories of a recipe you prepared with your mom or your grandmother. And when you do, I'm going to enter you into a drawing for the Disney molds, okay? So I have, you know, maybe 50 people that get entered into the drawing and I have one winner, right? But I'm not going to stop there. What I'm going to do is everybody that comments, I'm going to do a private message encouraging them to book their own virtual party and get those the Disney products for free. Okay, so that's the first thing that you can do. The second thing that you can do is using any of you do vendor? Have you done vendor events or you've done live parties in the past? And you have these guest survey forms that you keep just kind of looking at. You've contacted the people. So go ahead and Facebook message these people. And after the Facebook message them, ask them, you know, hey, I met you, you know, start some type of engagement conversation with them, you know, about Pampered Chef. And then after you have a conversation back and forth, offer the opportunity to book a party. So don't make these just, you know, paper on your desk. You know, again, we're talking about virtual parties and the ways you got to make sure you're Facebook friends. Okay, the same thing with your consultant, your customer on your consultant connection. Have you Facebook messaged the people that are on your customer list through parties? Okay, maybe you had a virtual party and you didn't Facebook friend them. You know, make sure that you go through your customer list and also make sure that they're friends with you on Facebook. Again, to start that conversation. Okay. And then the last thing, I'm not sure if if we have received website orders, Becky and Love, can we Facebook message those people? Is that allowed? I don't want to tell you guys something that you could do and get in trouble.
Well, I'll tell you what I do, and I don't know if it's allowed. So
Okay. Okay.
I message them and I just say, thank you for your placing your order through my website. I surely appreciate your business. Please save my contact information in your phone so I could help you with future Pampered Chef needs,
Okay.
and warranties. So
Okay.
I do that because if they haven't said they want contact, I don't want them to feel like I'm putting them into something that they haven't. So that's how I handle it. But Love, how do you handle it?
I think that's a great idea. I emailed them and text them. I think that's a great idea.
Well, I had someone last week buy a $240 skillet on my website. So I thought, I want to do that. But so do you want me to go from there, Donna, into something else?
So, yeah, let me just finish up real quick. And then, so those are a few ideas for you. You are in, week 1. So you can you have plenty of time to add more parties to your calendar. And so those are a few things that'll help you. I know that Becky's going to finish up, and some of you may have heard this information previously, but you saw that Becky talked about the post with the questions. Those questions that you add there are going to help the 3 of us to make sure we're really getting to the needs and the concerns that you have as new directors. So please add your questions there. I think we had 2 questions. So Becky, you're going to go ahead and address those, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, I'll finish with, I just want to encourage you to think bigger than you probably are right now, because I think back to my directorship, and my directorship was really a byproduct of my bigger goal. I decided our earning period for our trip that year, which was Disney for 2, it was Disney in December. And they had actually been earning it for 2 years. It was a 2-year earning period, or just shy of 2 years. I didn't even start till 11 months into the earning period. And I never thought about it until there were only 4 months left. And I sat down with my husband and I calculated. Now you have to remember, this was back when our show average was like 300, and we didn't even really have a catalog when I started. We had a piece of paper. So you got to think about this, okay? Stay with me. Imagine the picture, okay? But I sat down with my husband. We did have a 6x8 catalog by this time. I said, Bob, you know what? I could get this trip, but I'd have to do 25 shows in 2 months, and I'd have to promote to director in those 2 months, and I'd have to average $100 over the company show average for all 25 of those parties. And I don't know. And he said, well, go for it. And I said, did you not just hear what I said to you? Everything that I would have to do? And he said, I heard it. I said, well, what happens if I'm away from you and Caitlin all those nights? We had 1 daughter then, she was 1. What happens if I'm away from you all those nights? Because it was cooking parties and I don't make it. And I always cry. He said, you won't know if you don't try. So I was only doing 3-4 parties a month. I don't know, not even. I didn't have family that lived there. And here, I was a girl doing 3 or 4 parties a month, and now I was going to try to put 25 into 2 months and go out to each of those parties. And where were they going to come from? Because I don't have relatives that live there. I don't even have sisters. I have brothers, and they live out of town. I mean, so here's what happened, and here's what I want to encourage you to do, is that I started contacting every single person that had ordered from any one of my maybe 15 parties at that point. I don't know. I hadn't had that many. And I just said, hey, I'm calling for 2 reasons. First, I want to see how you like your products. Is everything okay? You like it? Need any help? Okay, great. The second reason I'm calling is because I'm looking for 25 people to host parties. I'm trying to earn this trip with Pampered Chef, which is something I've never done before. I wondered if you might be willing to be one of those 25, and I'll help you have fun with your friends and fill your kitchen with free product. Could that work for you? So I wanted them to know why I was asking, but I wanted it to be about them right away. But here's the point, is that I contacted all my past customers. And so I don't know if you're doing that on a regular basis, but I have found a system that works for me. So I wanted to share, you know how you get that on your phone, you get the nice little email that says customer has ordered from Jill's party or whatever it is, right? And their information is right there, right? So just hold down on the phone number until you have a choice to message. And then I message them right then and there. And I have it in my notes or Google Keep or whatever where you copy it. And I just send that message right away. Thank you so much for your order. Hey, this is Becky Ishii, your consultant from the Pampered Chef Party. Thanks so much for your order. I think you're going to love your products. Now I know that email has been read, okay? And I know I've sent that. So I don't even have to think about every single one of those that comes in. That's just something that's working for me. You might have a different system. I also have a chart in, a Google Doc, where I'm putting in as I get a chance, the dollar amounts and that the thank you was sent. But the point is that you could actually do a 2+2+2 customer care. And that means that within 2 days of their order, within 2 days of placing the order or the party, you're thanking them and putting that out there. Then you could go back 2 weeks later. So remember, you want to record everybody on it somehow that's ordered from your party, or you can go back when you open it up on your phone under pamperedchef.com and you go into the host order, the summary review, and you click on each one. You'll be able to do the same thing right there from their phone number. And you can go back and say, well, you've had your products for a little bit now. Is everything working well? You know, ask a question and to start a conversation. The whole point is that when conversations start, then you can turn that into a booking. And so really and then 2 months down the road, you can go back and do a 2-month contact, okay, with people. And so I just want to encourage you to stay on that. Someone on the group asked, but I want you to think bigger. So think about the trip. And if you work towards the trip or work towards excellence or work towards $2,000 of income for your family a month, or work for whatever it is that you want, then that makes this keeping the director requirements of $5,000 in sales a breeze. It's kind of becomes a no-brainer. So I just want to encourage you, because through me earning that trip, I recruited 15 people that fall. And we earned the trip by about, I don't know, it was 100 or 200 points or whatever. But the main thing is that it was that was what was driving me, and the directorship was something that was on automatic to keep going from 5,000 to 10 to 15 to 20 and to keep working at that. So I encourage you to do that. Someone asked about Happy Mail, and I think if your team is a size where you want to do something with Happy Mail, that's great. You can give Happy Mail when people accept a 48-hour challenge of, say, your new consultant. If they accept a challenge of getting 4 parties booked in the next 48 hours, you'll send them Happy Mail. I don't think it has to be something that you do regularly and all the time, and I'll let Dunn and Love weigh in on this as well. It's certainly a fun thing to do. Happy Mail is what people are saying was Happy Mail. Happy Mail is where you just mail something to your team members. It could be a Disney keychain. It could be go to the dollar store and find something Disney. It could be whatever you want it to be. Go something green to say they went green by the 15th or whatever. That's what Happy Mail is. I think what's most important is recognition, and that can come through a text. It can come through a phone call. It can come through a GIF, but recognizing, hey, you're doing a great job. I know when Pam was promoting, and she's on here, there was a week where we had, this is your daily congratulations call, Pam. I would call her and we would laugh about it because something great was happening every day. So, however you want to deliver recognition, just deliver it from the heart. And I think that can be as powerful as mailing things, but the treats are nice on occasion too. Donna, you want to weigh in on that? Was one of the questions. That was the other question.
Yeah, definitely. And I know one of the other question was the balancing, per your business as well as a full-time job. And one of the calls will give you some, some systems that you can use that will help you with that. But, two things just to add to Becky. If you're not doing, like Becky's talking about, texting, I'm going to post a outline on how to use text replacement. So you're not having to keep texting the same thing over and over again. So it's a sheet that tells you, here's step 1, step 2. So it will be a big time saver for you. And then the second thing is, we keep talking about Disney, we keep talking about income, and it really goes back to your why. You really have to connect to your why to want to bring that 5K team to a 10K team. So I encourage you is to step way out of your comfort zone and post your why in this group. Because these are your people. These are the people that you're on this journey together. You're on this journey to learn together and to grow together. So, let people know what's in your heart. And so I would ask you to go ahead and put that out there. So I would say that should be one of their call to actions, Becky, if you and Love agree to that.
Sure. Yeah, sounds great. Okay. So, yeah. And I think, is this helpful? That's our question. Is this helpful to all of you? This phone call? I see some people shaking their head yes, because here you are on June 4th. It's a new month. You got to celebrate. You achieved it. And so now at the very first part of the month, what we're saying is RS. Personal sales, personal recruiting. Get that settled. Get your team looking at the sell-a-thon, using the resources as the combination. Okay, and get that going right now. That's urgent. You know how you talk about doing things that are important or urgent. If you're always operating in the urgent, you get worn out. It's because if you didn't do the important things, then everything's going to become urgent at the end of the month. So this is important, and it's urgent for the first part of the month to go ahead and get your personal business set up along with your team. Does that make sense?
Exactly. And everything that you're doing, you need to ask yourself, is this an income producing activity? Is this adding sales? Is this adding team members to what I'm doing? Or am I just playing office? Because I am so guilty of loving to play office, but I still have to, I even used to have to put a little note up that asks the question, is this an income producing activity?
Donna, if you love to play office, you could come to my office.
Sorry, I just moved the pile over. You can see it.
I get in line. I'm first. I'm kidding.
All right, Love, anything else you wanted to get on? I can't find
I think she had to go. Her mama's been ill, so
Okay.
I think she's with her mama. Yep.
All right, well, next week.
Yep, same time, same channel. Well, there will be another link because whoever's leading the call will post the link for next Tuesday night. So
And it's in an announcement. That's why some people couldn't find it. If it's in an announcement, sometimes if you're looking from your phone, it's hard to find it. So we won't do it as an announcement next week. So I'm sorry for the confusion that for some of you that came in.
That's okay.
All right, so don't forget your questions.
I think some people got on late that promoted. So real quick, we had people shout out in the beginning. If you're a new director and you didn't shout out at the beginning, shout out, tell us where you are, when you promoted, and who your upline is.
I am a new promotion, and I did it end of May, and Becky is my upline, and super excited.
And you fast track. Yay!
I fast track.
Fast track, yay!
And I've got a calendar of full in June, so I'm looking to do it again for sure.
Love it.
Good job.
Love it. Who else didn't go? There was someone else on here, but maybe they hung up. Okay.
Okay, have a great one, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks, Becky. Thanks, Love. Good night, everyone.